Hi, mariners and partners. Hop in aboard for Marino World Online. We guarantee enriching MVP or maritime viewpoints. I am your host, Ms. Lynn Bacani of the Marino World Operations. Joining us is Captain Naoki Saito, Head of Cybersecurity Team, ClassNK. It's good to see you again, Captain Saito. Welcome to the program.
Hi, Lynn. Nice to meet you, and thank you for inviting me to the program.
Our discussion for today will focus on cybersecurity on board. This is particularly timely given the rapidly increasing use of digital solutions to complete daily tasks on board. Captain Naoki, let's start with this question. What are cyber crimes on board?
Thank you, Lynn. And in this interview, I called the cyber incident instead of the cyber crimes. So there are two types of cyber incident. The first, cyber incident in the operational technology, such as the navigation system, engine system, and the cargo system. The second, cyber system in information technology, such as data breaches, data leak, and malware. So in my positions as a classification society, we put priority on cyber incident in operational technology to make sure safe navigation, rather than cyber incident in information technology, which is related to business risk. Thank you.
And how vulnerable is shipping to cyber incidents? How would this affect the operations of the ships?
Yeah, so far, traditional ship has not so complicated network on board, no internet connection so far. Then cyber risk was quite low compared with other transportation. However, now crew are using internet on board, and operational network, like a navigational system and the engine system, is connected to each other and also connecting with internet. Then cyber risk on board is getting a big concern rather than before.
Do you know many cases of cybercrime incidents? Can you provide an example?
Yeah, okay. So cyber incidents have been already happened on board. We are setting up cyber incident voluntary reporting scheme together with the Panama Maritime Authority since November 2021, which encourage all Panamanian flag vessels to report detected cyber incident to Panama Maritime Authority and analyzed by ClassNK. So one of example is loss of steering by 6 ships in the Gulf of Oman in August 2021. So ships do suffer from the loss of steering due to mechanical or electronic issues from time to time. So it is impossible for mechanical or electrical issues to happen on multiple ships at the same time. So this is a cyber incident. So ships need to be secured from cyber attacks.
And how should the industry address these cyber incidents? Can we avoid that?
Yeah, so compare with other industries. So maritime industry tends to provide a very limited information about cyber incident. So sharing as little as possible. So other industries already understand sharing is caring, which means information sharing is important to protect not only company itself, but also the industry, whole industry against cyber incidents.
So what should our seafarers do? Are there other sectors in the industry that that have a role to prevent this cybercrime on board?
Yeah, so I can tell you the 3 aspects of the cybersecurity. The first, it is important to enhance cyber awareness for all stakeholders in shipping industry, especially the top management. So because additional budget, technical measures, and the human resources will be necessary for cybersecurity. Then second, company or organization will promote cyber hygiene, which means a set of practices on organization and individuals perform regularly to maintain the health and security of users, devices, networks, and data. Then finally, training for people will be continue to update the latest information about cyber incidents due to rapid development of the hacking techniques. Thank you, Lynn.
How important is cybersecurity on board? What is its scope?
Yeah, the most important thing about cybersecurity on board is to protect operational technology to secure safe navigation. However, nowadays network on board is getting complicated in terms of the data exchange and automation. Then segmentation of OT and IT is a common strategy for cybersecurity. Thank you.
How should the captain and other crew members manage the situation in case of a cybersecurity incident?
Thank you, Lynn. The company first should establish cyber risk management following 5 steps: identify, protect, detect, response, and recovery. Then if cyber incident will be happened on board, captain and crew will follow the procedure of the cyber risk management. So cyber drill should be conducted on board to prepare for the incidents. Thank you, Lynn.
Could you elaborate on cyber drills? How is it being done on board?
Yeah, so nowadays cyber security drills is conducted on board related to the IT officer on ashore side. It's a combined drills, not only the ships itself, but also the shore side.
Do all ships have these cybersecurity policies or management system on board?
Yeah, actually, according to IMO resolutions, so Maritime Administration encourage to ensure the cyber risks are appropriately addressed in the safety management system since 1st January 2021. However, resolution is not mandatory for all member states of the IMO. So some flag adopted as a mandatory tools. Some flag states adopted non-mandatory. So in addition, it's not a proper reference and a clear guidance how the company address cyber risks. So still the industry is confusing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So it means we have an existing international convention policy covering cybersecurity management on board, but it's not being implemented by the flag states, all of the flag states. Am I right, Cap?
Yeah, you're right. So maritime industry is still confusing how cyber risk will be treated. On the other hand, cyber threat is not only clear business risks, but also risk for safe navigation. Then I think company itself protects the business and the shipping fleets because the international organization and the government will not protect you against a cyber incident. Then the important thing is how top management think about cybersecurity, necessary or not. Thank you, Lynn.
So does it also need a national government policy to make its implementation successful? Does cybersecurity on board require national legislation?
Yeah, national legislation only take care about information technology, cyber incident in information technology, not operational technology. Then at least in this stage, so top management, the top of this company, how cyber risk recognized? Is it a business risk or not? It depends on the top management.
So let's clarify, Captain Saito, aside from the crew, especially the captain, who is responsible for the implementation of cybersecurity in shipping?
Yeah, shipping, of course, the shipping company, it depends on the shipping company. So in cyber security, important thing is maturity level of the cyber awareness. So it depends on the company. So low, middle, high, its maturity level is important. But I'm sure the company have the responsible for the cyber security. Thank you.
What is the role of classification societies like ClassNK in managing cybersecurity on board?
Yeah, thank you. So our role is to provide the guidelines for cybersecurity, which the industry is confusing without a non-mandatory instrument. So ClassNK organized cybersecurity team in 2018 and published ClassNK cybersecurity approach in 2019 to show our fundamental strategy for cybersecurity on board. In addition, we published 3 guidelines for cybersecurity in line with ClassNK cybersecurity approach. So please download our 3 guidelines from our website. Thank you.
With regards to the training, is there any specific training for our crew on board with regards to cybersecurity on board?
Yeah, in cybersecurity, training means crew know what is the trend of the cyber attack, like a phishing email or importance of the software update. It's the same thing as a general cybersecurity training. So I think GPS spoofing, I mean hacking the GPS position, is a typical cyber incident on board. So we have to take care of the training for cybersecurity for crew members. Thank you.
Especially now, Captain Saito, many of the ships do have internet connection and being utilized by our crew, not just the captain or the top officers on board, but even the ratings. So what can you say about that? Any?
Yeah, so thank you, Lynn. So nowadays, ships has a separate network, so crew Wi-Fi. So Lynn, you said so all crew member nowadays use mobile and the internet within the crew Wi-Fi and the business LAN on board and the operational sides. So this segmentation is important to protect operational aspect of the ship operation. Thank you.
How can we identify cyber threats on board?
So if the company established a cyber risk management system, so crew does not identify the cyber threats. So I mean, the crew cannot distinguish this is a mechanical failure and this is a cyber incident. So fundamentally, the company should take a step, identify, protect, detect, response, and recovery as a management system. Then companies set up how ship detect a cyber incident. Thank you.
Anything more you would like to add regarding cybersecurity on board? What should we know about cybersecurity on board, especially our seafarers?
Yeah, so actually it is difficult to detect cyber incident on board. So important thing is the monitoring from the ashore side. So the ships will be monitoring to ashore side, not only navigational side, but also the cyber threats incident in the future. Thank you.
Our port authorities have also a role in this cybersecurity management?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so because especially the internet. So some ship can use the internet, but some ships only use the coastal side. So depends on the connectivity of the ships. So still the company have the responsibility for cybersecurity. Thank you.
Captain, you are also a special advisor for Maritime of the Mariana. What are your tasks as a special advisor for Maritime?
Yes, thank you, Lynn. So this is a very challenging thing for me. So I'm a technical advisor for Mariana Academy of Maritime Studies to provide technical information for them. Because now shipping industry is going to turning point to decarbonization and digitalization. So human factors always go behind of the technology due to lack of exchange information. So now I will challenge to provide the latest information to maritime education training and set up epoch-making training program to catch up with the technology. So I'd like to contribute the harmonization of technology and the human factors toward to new shipping era. Thank you.
Would there be a collaboration between ClassNK and Mariana Academy on training for cybersecurity on board?
Yeah, I hope in the future.
Okay. Do you also assist them with the OTS or the Office of Transport Security accredited courses like Port Facility Security Officer course, Maritime Security Awareness Training for port facility personnel?
So thank you, Lynn. Unfortunately, those security-related model courses do not cover cybersecurity. I think we need cybersecurity model training for crew instead of IMO model course. In the future, mature the education and the training industry. The training institute will not provide only IMO model course-based training. So I hope maritime education training will be more innovative and creative to enhance competence of the crew rather than before. Thank you.
Any special concerns you wish to express? Elaborate, please, Captain Saito.
Thank you, Rin. The Philippines is the most important seafarer supply country in the future, in the world, so far and in the future as well. Although the shipping industry is going to turning point to decarbonization and digitalizations, I'm sure seafarers will be still important or more important because new risk will come to industry together with the new technology, which cybersecurity is one of the examples. So in the future shipping industry, so leadership by the top management will be the key of sustainable development of the world trade. So I'm sure to challenge against the new risks together with the maritime leaders. Thank you very much, Shirin.
Thank you so much, Captain NAOKI Saito, Head of Cybersecurity Team, ClassNK. Thank you for watching Maritime Viewpoints here on Marino World Online. Stay on board, subscribe to Marino World Online for more meaningful maritime news and views. I am Bin Bakani.
Good.